times in our first RV trip back in 2022 when seeing parts like this would put me into a cold sweat. My achy knees would be down on a very hot asphalt pavement at a Love's truck stop, emptying out the black and gray tanks, snaking our sewer hose up under the coach and then over to the valves and hopefully getting it to connect, and all this in 90 degree, 100 degree feels like weather. This video is going to walk you through the entire process. The result gave us a much better solution. So it's our hope with this new series, Pezka the RV Fix-It Files, that you'll find some ideas that may make RVing a little bit easier for you like it has for us. Stay tuned so that you too won't have to do yoga next time it comes to hook up your sewer lines.
Well, good morning everybody. So today's going to be a little bit different because I've got a repair that I'm doing on the RV, actually a modification. And we're going to take you along to show you kind of the steps involved, and it's going to be an interesting project. So stay tuned. Here we go. I actually started on this last night and then realized I should have been videoing all along. So part of this is already done, but I can quickly fill in the gaps. We'll start off by telling you more about what we're going to do and go through the parts list. Let's get this thing open, get in here, and get to work. Okay, here we go. Welcome to the place where it all happens. Okay, so let's start right here. This is our bay. Get it opened up. So this is the valve section of our RV. You can see the water pump up there, and then that's the hole that the hose comes through. And right off the bat, that's the challenge. Is imagine on a hot summer day, you got to get down on your knees, thread the sewer line up through, and then bring it up through the hose, and then connect it in here at this angle. So I came up with a plan, which I put in 2 years ago, that involves a short hose, and I'll show you the parts in a minute. So there's a hose connected here, comes down, comes this way to a gate valve right here on the outside. Works great. The whole thing has worked fantastic. The downside has been I put bolts right into the fiberglass floor, and that's a no-no. This one right here is almost pulled all the way through. So this project, you can see the measurements already, was to create a new floor. So that's what we're working on today. Get this flooring installed and then reassemble the gate valve.
A few moments later.
Well, I am now here in my workshop, and you'll be able to see how this project is going to come together. Let's first start with the parts list, and some of these things I used from the last build and just refurbished a bit. So I'm going to take you down through the parts list now, and you can kind of get an idea what's what. Okay, so the project begins with this piece of pipe. I want to say that this is 4-inch PVC pipe, and this is part of the old extension. I got this at my local hardware store, and the reason for this pipe is the hose is going to go underneath the coach, and it's going to be subject to rocks and things that get kicked up when you drive over them, and the elements. So this pipe is actually going to carry the hose, and it will protect it. It's going to hang from the coach, and this part out here is what I fabricated to hold the gate valve, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. Ordered from Amazon is a 3-foot Camco brand extension. So this is just a typical sewer hose hookup, and that is actually going to go inside the pipe. That's going to be connected to the RV black tank, gray tank outlet, and then connected to the gate valve. And this is the gate valve that's going to be assembled with it. You can see that this is set up for being exterior. It's going to stick out from the RV. Probably about what you see here is what will stick out beyond the edge of the RV. We had no problem. We didn't hit anything with the old one. It's high enough off the ground. It was not a problem. Then, as far as other things that would have to be purchased for this particular job, because I'm redoing the floor, I wanted to put a plastic patch in on the floor. And what I got was literally a plastic cutting board purchased off of Amazon, and I'll post that purchase so you can see what it cost. I want to say it was about $11, maybe 15 bucks for that, but it's 1/2 inch, and you can't buy plexiglass for that. Plastic's easy to work with. It's not going to rust. It's not going to warp, and it was perfect for the job. The other thing that you need are some way to hang the assembly from the coach, and I got this. It's galvanized strapping, and it's a ton of it. I bought it a couple of years ago to do the project, and I still have a ton left. I've used it for some other projects around the house, so that's a purchase. Other than miscellaneous hardware and, oh yeah, glue. I've got glue to glue it all down, and I've got the bolts. I'm going to use the ones that we take out. We did a little bit of work over here as far as a drawing of making the floor. I did measurements, which you'll see but this is how that came together with the measurements for the patch. It always helps to have a drawing to work from, at least I find that. And my cuts weren't exact. The measurements are changed a little bit to work, but that was something to go off of. And then here's the actual list of what has to happen. We've already done number 1. So today we're going to do 2 through 6, actually through 7, hopefully, get it reassembled before the end of the day. And that's it.
So I'm now under the coach, and these bolts are what's left of the first install, and they all have to come out. So that's the next thing I'm going to work on, is just getting these bolts out of the coach and up top, and we can continue working. I'll just start working ahead, and we can chat later about what we're doing.
One day later.
I have learned with projects to add in extra days and multiple trips back to the hardware store, and that has been true for this one. So now we're going to finish back into the shed to work on parts and get everything dry fit and assembled, and then out to the RV for final installation. During the dry fitting process, I found one issue that had to be resolved, and that's good. It was only one, and that is these locking tabs actually prevented the hose from going up inside the PVC. And the way to fix that was simply to take a Dremel and cut them off. So you'll see me cutting off on the orange rings, and then also the clear colored locking tabs on the gate valve itself. Once I got those cut off, everything fit great.
I finally invent something that works!
Pick some stuff up here, actually getting the part with me, and we're going to head out of the workshop and make it through the grass and head over to the RV. So here we go. Yes, I walk around in circles a lot these days. This part now should just be putting it together, getting it to go into the RV without any big issue. And that's what I'm hoping for. Well, I'm pretty happy with the fact I've got the project done, and had to get inside to do a little bit of work in the shed and heading back out, and I'll let you see how it turned out. Here's the gate valve. Makes it very easy to work with when you're not having to go inside and crawl around. I'm going to open up the hatch, let you see what I was talking about. Okay, and see, there is the install right there. So we have the new hose that comes up out of the PVC down below, protects it, and it's connected to the valve assembly. There's black and there's gray over there, and under the coach it goes, and right out to here. So when you empty tanks, you've got to pull a valve here, and then you come over and pull the gate valve, and it sends the material on through. So that's it. It turned out well. I can take you underneath and let you see there. Okay, we'll go underneath and take a look at how it turned out there. Under the gate valve now. That strap is holding it in very well. There you can see how it's attached with the hang straps to the floor of the coach. And this ought to last me another 2 years or 20,000 miles, because the first one did, and I think I put this one together a little better than I did the first one.
So there's the gate valve project. It worked out really well, and it just makes such a big difference. I can remember back to our trip during the winter up in Pennsylvania when there was ice and snow in the Cabela's parking lot right next to their dump station. And I was able to get out in my little hunting stool that I use so I don't have to hurt my knees, and I was able to connect everything and be safe and not slip and fall because of having a gate valve outside the coach. Something that works great. And if you do have any questions about the install, feel free to leave a comment. If you have an improvement to make, let me know. I am all ears.
Also, if you could like, share, and click the subscribe button for our channel, it will mean a lot. We're trying to grow our viewership and just continue to put helpful information and content out there for fellow RVers. Be safe on the road, and until we meet again, this is Pezka the RV's channel, the Fix It Files. See you next time.